Hi everyone, this is Johnny Lynn with Creative Designs by JL. How are y'all doing this evening? Tonight we are going to be making this cute wreath, and so we're going to be making it on a greenery base. So let's get started. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to lower the camera. There you go. How's that? Can y'all see? There you go. All righty. Okay. I have been in my shop all day long trying to get things done. So let me show you what I did. I did do a little prepping. I cut some white border mesh with black and white border mesh. And I cut this at 22 inches. Okay. And, I'm sorry about that. And I cut some black with white border mesh at 22 inches. So what I want to do is I'm not going to put that much mesh in here. And the reason why is I want the greenery to come out because, as you know, the sign is a Christmas tree sign. So what else is there but pine for a Christmas tree? Okay, so I am going to use the Ruffle Method. I'm going to start on the inside. Okie doke. And I'm just going to, what's so nice about the greenery mesh, y'all, is that you have your built-in ties. You don't have to worry about doing your ties. They're already built in and you're utilizing what you have here already, okay? So, and then I'm going to go with the black alternate, and I'm spacing them out because I really want the mesh to come through. I really think that it is really pretty to have some of this mesh, the green pine coming through, since this is a pine wreath. Okay. And all I'm doing is I'm making a flower out of the ruffle wreath. And this is cut at 24 inches. No, 22 inches. I'm sorry. Between 22 and 24 inches. You don't have to be exact, y'all. You do not have to. So if you get to the end of the roll and you find that maybe you've cut too much or that you have just a little bit, don't throw it away. You can be able to use it. You can find a spot, a little tight spot to fill in where you may have missed. So you can go 20 inches. I just wanted, I didn't want to go too full because, as I said, I want the greenery to show through. Okay. I may have to move this one over just a little bit. Can't see my screen. Let me move you over so you can see. That's a little bit better. So, what have y'all been up to this week? And, well, we were very fortunate. We did, the storm did bypass my area here in Louisiana. Although some people were not lucky. Lake Charles, Scott, all that area down there were hit pretty bad. And many places still do not have electricity, y'all. It's really sad to think that. I'm going to move this one over just slightly. Okay. Ooh. Okay, there. Just so that we get all that greenery in here that I want to show. Okay. Y'all, I think this border mesh is one of my favorites. I love border mesh. So once again, now I did get there's several places you can get this deco mesh. You can get it from Craft Outlet. You can get it from the Wreath shop. I know my wholesaler Sims has it. General Wholesale has it. Now you do not need a wholesale license for General Wholesale. You know, they have Deco Exchange, all these places, the Greenery shop, all these places carry a lot of, you just got to go look. Go up and look and check out the places. Look for the best prices, and I think you'll be, you know, whatever you can find, depending upon where you get your mesh. Like, for instance, anything, if you're buying from Craft Outlet, it's a little bit more expensive than wholesale. It's probably, but you've got to remember, if you spend $75 or above, you're going to get free shipping. And that's not bad with the shipping costs today. Now, probably that's not bad at all, really. And the same with the Wreath shop. After a certain amount, you get free shipping. Now, I know that General Wholesale, the way they work theirs, depending upon how much you buy, they have like a bulk shipping rate, like $20 for a certain amount. It, you know, on how much you purchase. So their shipping has gotten much better. So, you know, these are just a few places that you can get the mesh. And this mesh, once again, y'all, it's the Ruffle Method. It's the border mesh, and it's cut between 22 and 24 inches. Okay. All righty. Now, I did not really let everyone know when I was coming live. I am just starting back to YouTube. And y'all, I have had a little problem with my eye. I have been, I am up for a corneal transplant. Hopefully it's going to come in soon, and I'll be getting cornea in one of my eyes, because my I had one about 10 years ago, and oh, more than that, it's been like that. And unfortunately, the cornea has failed. And so therefore, I'm having to go back in, and they're having to redo the cornea in my eye. So it's just like any other type of transplant. I am on the waiting list, and when they call, and for instance, they'll call on a Tuesday, and I'll have to be there on a Wednesday, and that's just the way it works. So I'm excited. I'll be glad, because it's a long healing process, a cornea transplant. It takes anywhere, well, they've got this new method now with the cornea transplant. What they'll try now, it's instead of replacing the whole cornea, they'll put in a piece of one, and hopefully it will then adhere to the one that's failing and start reproducing. And but if that doesn't work, then I'll have to have the whole one. And that's a whole year, y'all. That's going back to the doctor every so often to get tiny stitches replaced in your eye. I don't want to gross you out with all of that. Y'all. So y'all, this is all the mesh I'm going to put in here. Well, I've got one more. I don't want to put any more mesh than this in here. It's just, I want this to be a green. I want the pine to come through, because I really think it's going to enhance the sign and really be really pretty just as it is. And I can't stand crooked ends. So that's a crooked end. All righty. My little OCD kicking in there. Okay, there you go. All righty, there. So I am getting ready for trying to get everything done. I have worked really hard in my shop today. I have 2 big wreaths to make this week. I'll start on them tomorrow, and I have about 6 or 7 Christmas mailbox swags to do. So I think what I'll do is I'll come on YouTube this week and make a mailbox swag with y'all because I've got to get them done. I really did a really cute one. And it came out really, really cute. Okay, this is what we're going to do. I have got this cute green plaid, and it matches the green and the trees and the tree. I thought would go with it. And my tails are cut and dovetailed, and they are cut at 13 inches, okay? And I may have to cut some more. Because I think I only cut 6 of each. Okay. And let me see something. Okay. All right, let me turn it around so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going with the black and green plaid with the 1.5 inch black. Now, this I purchased at Sims, but I believe Craft Outlet has the 2.5 green and black check. The same with the now these were purchased. They're 50-yard rolls, y'all. When you go to purchase your mesh, you want to try and purchase in 50-yard roll quantity. It's a little expensive, but in the long run, it's a lot cheaper than buying it by the 10-yard roll, y'all. It's a little bit cheaper. So if you can get your ribbon at 50-yard rolls, I would suggest you do that. All right, so let's go ahead. And what I'm doing is I'm alternating the ribbons. I'm going with the black and the green plaid. There you go. And I just wanted to add just a little touch of color with this red. And it's really not a red. What it is, it's more of a cranberry red. And I really like this color. It is a cranberry red. Very pretty. Matter of fact, if you want, I will be more than happy to give you the number on this. And Andrew, I believe Andrew or my daughter is on. If you would type it in, I would appreciate it. Let me give you the number off of these ribbons for you. Okay. Here is the number on this. It is R as in Robert, J as in Joker, 640-31. Hey, Rhea, how are you? Hey, Amy. Okay, so it is RJ5640-31. I can't even talk. Okay. The other 2.5 inch ribbon You can get this at Hobby Lobby. If not, they do have it at Craft Outlet. It's just the regular black and white plaid, but I do have it. Let's see. I do have it in over here, but okay. Now the black is also, it is T as in Tom, R as in Robert, 15009-21. I'll repeat it. T as in Tom, R as in Robert, 15009-21. And that is the black linen. All right. The other one is X as in X-ray, 501-609-232. Let me repeat it again. X is in X-ray, 501-609-232. Okay, those are the ribbons. Now, I do have one other ribbon that I put in my bow, and that ribbon is the black with the white Christmas tree, and I'll give you that right now. It is R as in Robert, G as in George, A as in Alpha, 137202. So let me repeat that. RGA 137202. Now, those are the numbers of your ribbons that you can find. So write those numbers down, and hopefully you can find them when looking at different sites. They'll all basically have the same numbers. Okay. Well, that's going to be a black one. It's not going to be a red. I just love these colors with this mesh. I think it is so pretty. Now, how did I do that? I have a black here, a white here. Okay, this goes on the top. All right, I missed one. See how you can tell when you miss one? It'll show up. I just want to make sure that I'm alternating the colors. And we've got to make sure it's even. Sometimes you cut wonky. All righty. Your border mesh is just your simple white border mesh with black and white trim. What I like about this border mesh, y'all, is the fact that it has, it really is a nice weight mesh. It really is nice and thick, and it has a nice weight to it. And I find it doesn't fray as much as some of the other wreaths, other ribbons do, mesh do. Just a little trick when you're going to purchase your mesh, y'all try. Now, if you're going to be making, using like the base of your mesh, if you're going to be using the poof method, you can go with the basic mesh. But if you're using it as your main mesh and not putting any ruffles or anything on top of it, I would say stay away from basic mesh. I very rarely use basic mesh. I get a good quality mesh, because the less quality mesh you use, the more fraying you're going to get. And just remember, when you're going to, I'm trying to see, it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, it's right. When you're going to be working with mesh, let me remind you, the less you have to handle it, the better off you are, because mesh is going to fray. I don't care what type of mesh it is, you're going to have some type of fraying. Okay? No ands, buts about it. I had done a wreath the other day, and I had gotten this, it was a snowball burlap mesh. And I was trying to do a mailbox wig. Well, guess what, y'all? I couldn't take it. I got it all rolled up. After I cut it and started working with it, that little booger started fraying. It was driving me nuts. And I just took it out. And yep, I'm throwing it away. I can't take it. It was just horrible, y'all. And I am not going to sell something to one of my consumers, y'all, that I don't like. Okay. I'm not going to do it. It's just not worth it. Now, what I might do is I have a used, I could throw it out, but I haven't yet. What I might do is just make me I live out in the boonies, y'all. I might just make me a cheap old mailbox swag to put on my mailbox and use it. Just because I paid for it, I'm going to use it. And I might put it on my mailbox. That's all there is to it. Nobody sees it but the mail lady. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and, oh, I can't stand that when that happens. Y'all. When you have two ribbons alike the same, it drives me up a wall, okay? But it is what it is. All righty. And sure enough, look at that. Black and green. That's going here. Now, here is where you have to make a decision, okay? Where is the top of your wreath going to be? Okay, I have got to decide where the top of my wreath is going to be. I think it is, I got two whites here. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Let's put the top of the wreath here. So the reason I say this, now wherever you choose to make the top of your wreath, you want those tails coming down, okay? I want those tails coming down, or if you don't want them to come down, you can make an X with your tails. Why don't we just make X's, okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to make an X. All righty. And then you don't have to worry about which direction your tails go. How's that? Okay. See why I said I wanted to, ooh, I don't like this. Okay. Over. I like that greenery coming through, and it's going to look really pretty because that's what our sign has. Our pine Christmas trees, okay? Nothing is better than a good old smelling, wonderful fresh pine tree. The only thing is, with a pine tree, a fresh tree, is guess what? It's the needles, y'all. Pulling up the needles afterwards. Let me tell you, my dad, he was the one. Now, we all decorated, but my dad, every year growing up, my father did all the lights on the tree every year, and it was a family thing, and we would decorate the Christmas tree. And back in my time, I'm not a spring chicken, y'all. I'm not a spring chicken. My daddy, that's back then when we had, I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with the old angel hair. Are y'all familiar with that? That was the spun glass. We had the angel hair that we would put in the trees, and we would have the, oh Lord, yeah, we had to have the tinsel. I know, the long silver tinsel. We would have that. And oh my Lord, and I can hear my mother yelling at my daddy about the tinsel. Johnny, you got to separate it. You got to separate it. You can't just clump it on. Because my mother would get there and she'd make us separate the tinsels before we put it on, because she could not stand it. Could not stand to have clumps of tinsel in the tree. Now, my daughter's tradition, and it was really nice, when my daughter had 2 sons. Well, she still does, but she also, and my son had 2 girls. And every year, even though the girls would either be in Mobile or whatever, that weekend that my daughter would do her Christmas tree, my granddaughters would come over to her house and decorate with their family. And it was so nice. They would come for the weekend and stay, and they really had a good time decorating the tree. It wasn't until later in life, I don't know, how's that look, y'all? I think that looks pretty good. All righty. I never did this. We didn't put the pickle in the tree. I mean, that's something that I didn't do. But that's an old thing, to where you would hide the pickle in the tree. Now, what I did, this came with 2 holes up here, okay? All I did was to put 2 other small holes in here. Now, this is a square sign, and I think I'm going to angle it like so, okay? Now, let me show you how I do my sign. I am going to come in here, and I'm going to attach this corner of this sign here, and I am going to go through the wreath and bring the wire. Now, I like to use the silver wire. This is 26 gauge wire, and you can get it at Walmart, or you can purchase it at Hobby Lobby sells it. It's a very fine wire. And I'm just twisting it. Let me flip it over so that you can see. Okay, here you go. I'm just twisting the wire around here like so to the frame. Okay. Now, I am going to take a twist tie. Let me show you what I'm going to do. And I am going to take this wire, and I'm going to kind of wrap it around the greenery. Okay. Let's cut it off. All right. Now, let me show you what oh, that was not good. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the other corner right here. On the opposite end. Notice I tied it here. Now I'm going over to this corner, diagonally across, okay? And, well, okay, just like so. All righty. I want to make sure my tie is underneath here. Okay. Let's go on through like so. There you go. Let's go ahead and put it here. Now, what you can do, if you would like, depending upon where you want to put your bow, or you don't even have to put a bow. I made a bow. What you can do is you can, I want to make sure it goes around, this wire goes around the wreath frame itself. Okay. All right, now we've got to get this in right here. Come around and let's put this here. Come in. Now, depending upon if you want to spruce this up, get the gist, spruce, pine spruce. You can, that was really lame. Okay, you can come in and you can add some other greenery to this. If you want, you can add some berries just to lighten it up or whatever you want. It's up to you. You can add pine cones, which I'm thinking about doing maybe. I'm not sure if I am or not. I might add pine cones. Who knows? Okay, now, there you go. Now you see why. Remember I told you I wanted to let some of the greenery shine through? Well, now you know why. Because I just think it adds just enough okay. Trying to get my little, keep it from fraying. Oops. What happened there? Okie doke. For some reason I untwisted that instead of twisting it. Okay, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think this is pretty, y'all. I like it. Now, I went ahead and I made a bow. Now, I want to make another bow. I just wanted enough time to make another bow. Okay. And I want to put a bow here. What do y'all think? I just think one bow, and I think one bow is just going to be pretty enough. I think the simplicity of this is going to be perfect. I don't think we're going to need maybe some pine cones. What do you think? I think some pine cones. I'll have to go grab them real quick. Bring it through my mesh and attach it to the wreath frame. Okay. I may have to trim these tails down a little bit because you don't want it to block the sun. Okie doke. Bring it around this. When I tie the sign on, I want to make sure that my tie goes underneath one of the, I guess the metal. You've got, this has two metal rails to it, pre-made wreath, And I just want to make sure that it goes around one of the wire rungs of the wreath right here. Okay. All righty. Tie it in there. All righty. And I didn't bring my pine cones. I think we need to trim this up just a little bit. Okay. There's always a little simplicity. That's all you need. You don't have to, when making a wreath, y'all, you do not have to go whole hog, okay? You can make it very simple and pretty. You don't have to fill it up with all kind of stuff. You can make it very simple and pretty. Just trim your ties. Now, if you want, what you can do with some of these ties, you can bring it and curl it like so. All right, just like that. I want to cut this a little bit shorter. All righty. I don't know if I like the curls that much with this. This one is kind of simple. Okay. So, all right. What do y'all think? Simple and pretty. Very simple and pretty and easy to make. And you do not have to go whole hog with this. Now, one of the things you want to check, give it a shake. There you go. It's on there. It's not going anywhere. And you've got your Christmas wreath. Very simple. It can be hung on a mirror. It can be hung on your door, over a fireplace. Very simple and very pretty wreath. This will be listed on my Etsy shop. So if you're interested, you can go to Creator's Design by JL on my Etsy shop. Okay. Now, I do have a wreath kit, and I don't know what I did with it. I want to show you my wreath kit. I know what I did with it. Okay. And it is available on my Etsy shop. Okay. And it is so darn cute, y'all. It is really, really cute. You're going to get a roll of this gray mesh. You're going to get a roll of the red mesh. You're going to be getting this sign, hanging with my gnomies. You're going to be getting this cute little gnome. You're going to be getting 5 yards of the gray ribbon, 5 yards of the gnome ribbon, 5 yards of the glitter red with white, white with red polka dots, 5 yards of the red ribbon, and just a little bit of the green ribbon. You're going to get your twist ties, and you're going to be getting your chenille stems along with your wreath frame. And this is available in my Etsy shop. I do have one other wreath kit available, and that is an elf wreath kit. If you would like, visit my Etsy shop, Creative Designs by JL. And I will see you Sunday at 6:30 p.m. That is my new time on YouTube. I hope you will join me. Take care and God bless and have a very nice week. Take care. And Rhea, thanks. Might just get the kid for all those know me stuff. Oh, thanks. Hey, Roxanne. All right. How are you doing, Roxanne? Thanks for joining me. Hey, Amy. Cute colors. Thank you. Let's see. Let me go through. All right then, y'all. Take care. If you need anything, you may iMessage me. I am on my Facebook page. I will be on my Facebook page on Tuesday evenings at 6:30. If you will join me then, I would appreciate it. On my Facebook channel, Creative Designs by JL. And let me raise my camera. I'm like talking to y'all and you can't even see me. I apologize. Okay. I got to show y'all what I did do real quick. I am going to be I made this and I don't know if you can see it that well. It is an angel and I'll be making something with it. So I haven't quite decided yet. I have a star wreath, which I was thinking about adding that to, but I'm not sure. So we'll see. Y'all take care. Thank you for joining me this evening. God bless and take care. Bye-bye.